Last time on Merm's Minecraft. I built a bridge to tie up our starter area, took a trip to the nether, saved a donkey from certain death, and traveled far and wide to find the perfect spot to build and built up our first create workshop. And in this episode of Merm's Minecraft, we're going to set up the workshop, build an enchanting area, and a Blaze XP farm. Here's how it went. That's right, everybody. We're back in the create world, and I've got some exciting plans for you today to build some new stuff in the area and just like really fill out this area. You will have noticed in the background here, I did finish up the workshop, so I'll give a little tour of that real quick. And alongside that, I did some work over here. I got some storage set up and a little bit of decoration. So let me show you a little bit about what we got going on here. I'll start off with the storage. I made a lot of use of the sophisticated storage here to get both the barrels you see on the right and the ones you see on the left. Those are the normal barrels. These are the ones that act more like the drawer mods. So let me show you. I have so much dirt from all the terraforming I've done. So dirt and cobble got their own because I need a lot of storage for those. And then, we got our wacky stones down here. This is going to be sand probably when I get some. All down here is the main resources. So you got your ingots and whatnot and your gems down here and that kind of stuff. We got some wood and some of the modded stones from the create mod up there. Over on this side, these act just as regular barrels, but they have a cool feature on them. You can go into the settings here and you can do an item display. So you can set one of the slots to display an item. So I did that for all of them. Just gives me a general idea of what's going in each one. So yeah, pretty cool. And in the center here, we have a storage controller. This thing is really, really neat. So if I were to grab, let's say, just grab some random whatever out of here, and it even works on this side too. So I can grab a little bit of this, right? If I go and take like the cobblestone and I click it on this, it takes it on my inventory and right into there. So you can see 1852 and we're back to 1852. The other thing is if you hold right click on it, you see all this stuff in my inventory, it all goes away and it all goes and finds its spot within the storage system as long as it's connected to them. That's why I have these empty barrels here, so it connects to this side. And yeah, I know it's a bit ugly. It's not filled out in the center, but that's okay. We'll figure it out as we get more stuff, and maybe I'll just fill it out with some blank barrels for now. I don't know. I know it's a little ugly. Forgive me. All right, let me show you a bit about the workshop that I set up and I got going on over here. We got all the machines we're gonna need and it's all set up nicely. I think it looks pretty nice, and we got the rotation going all the right directions. Some of them were kind of different, so it's a little bit tricky, but I got it all into a pretty compact space, I think. I don't know. I think it's pretty neat. It's just a combination of gears and those 8-case chain drives that I showed, and some gearboxes, which just change the direction of the rotation. But yeah, it looks pretty nice, and this is all we got. Thought I'd give a little demo of what each one does. So over here on the left, I just got some vanilla tools. I don't know. There's only 4 things I need, and I couldn't really make that look very good, so I thought I'd just throw some, smithing table and stuff over here. The deployer we don't have yet because we actually need another item. We need a blaze burner for that, which isn't too expensive, but you need blazes. You have to like right click a blaze with it, which is kind of funny. I like that recipe in the create mod. But anyways, we do need one of those, which will be a task that is going to happen very soon. But these 3 I thought I'd give just a little demonstration of. So this is a mechanical press. And by the way, the goal of all this is just to craft stuff, if that makes sense. So for example, this one, I just throw the iron on here and it starts going. And then I get iron sheets, and these are just used for crafting recipes, basically. Over here, we got I've already showed this thing, the millstone. I put a chute and a barrel up here. These are not necessary at all. I mean, you've seen it already. You can just throw stuff in there, but I don't know. I needed to fill out the space here and make it look nice. And it's kind of nice to just have an interface to throw the items in rather than hitting Q and chucking them in. But yeah, this just takes from the barrel, the chute drops it from the barrel right into the millstone. And then we can right click on that and get our stuff. This thing, the basin here, the basin with the mixer, I should say, it's got a couple different things and it's going to be very useful going forward. That's what the blaze burner attaches to. And so there's a couple of recipes, for example, the brass. Where's the ingot? Where's the ingot? There we go. I was blind for a minute there. Okay. Yeah, this thing right here. And you can see it says heated. You need the blaze burner. So to make brass, which is used in quite a few important things later down in the mod. you need to heat this thing up, but there's a little bit it can do without heating, namely some light auto crafting. So I thought I'd just show that off really quick. Throw the andesite in there, throw the iron nugget in there, and you know what that makes? If you remember from a few episodes ago, that's the andesite alloy. So yeah, pretty nice. And that's our setup here. Notice anything wrong in this picture? I'll give you a second. If you said the messed up texture right here, you'd be correct, because this is where I'm keeping the actual source of the power for all the workshop. I used the copycats mod that I showed off last episode to make a copycat door, and I just filled it out with some blocks to blend in. There's a secret door here, and down here we just got some water wheels. It is kind of annoying with the water noise playing all the time. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do about that. And then here, this is what I was talking about with the gear ratios. If you go large gear, small gear, back to a large gear, small gear, it speeds up over time. And so I did that a couple times till eventually it hits this gear shaft and goes up to the workshop. That's all I got for now on stuff I did between episodes. So it's time to build some stuff. I got a good idea coming in, because the very next thing that I need to do, and I really need to do, I'm getting real annoyed by having to use my iron tools, is to make some diamond tools and of course to enchant them. So I want to make an enchanting area. I actually thought it was pretty funny because I did all this work out here and I did all that terraforming and I used iron tools the whole time. I think it's kind of fun to go into my statistics with the items, and you can see, yeah, we got iron shovels. So I have broken 23 iron shovels, 12 iron axes, 35 iron pickaxes. So if you think about it, that's over 100 iron and just iron pickaxes. So yeah, it's about time that I get some diamond tools with some unbreaking and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's time for an enchantment setup. Now my idea for an enchantment setup is a little quirky, I'm not gonna lie. So I think it'll be more fun if I just start building it and talk through it after I go. So without further ado, here we go with the enchantment setup build. Nothing like starting the video off with a little bit of building, huh? Let me take you through a little bit of what I did and I'll show you around the area. So I started the path over here and we're gonna walk all the way up to that enchantment area that I showed you and talk a little bit about that. I just went for a pretty basic dirt path. I threw in the cobblestone and the stone because I'm looking up pictures of Nordic villages and a lot of the paths are, they look like pretty much just dirt paths with some stones in them. So that's kind of what I tried to accomplish here. Over here, I built a little nether portal setup. So I made this little pond here myself. I put mud around the outside and coarse dirt to make it look like it's kind of wearing at the ground around it, and then put the nether portal at the end. this fun little bridge here made out of campfires. And I have the on what's that called? Vanilla Tweaks on that thing. I have the ashless campfires, so there's no bottom to them, so you can kind of see through to the bottom where I put some spruce trapdoors down. Looks pretty nice. And of course, we got our nether portal here. I want to probably redo this, or not redo it, but add some detail. I want to put these guys on here, but you can't because it's not the crimson nylium or whatever, the one with the red on top. I need silk touch for that, so we're getting there. I also put these pink flowers around. I think I want to have them like scattered around the whole area as if they're just a part of the natural terrain over here. And then just some fences for details. I also used the same trick from last time with the mineshaft base, the bridge build, where I had just like the signs holding up a little thing with a lantern on it. I have those, you can see them all over here scattered throughout. Looks pretty good. And then we can continue down the path over here. We had to go up the terrain quite a bit, so I added some stairs here. Pretty simple. I didn't really try too hard on making those look crazy. And up here we have our enchantment goblet. Yep, that's what I built. I went for a goblet. It was a little risky maybe. I didn't know if it would turn out too well. I think it's all right. I was a little suspicious of how good it would look. I worked out the shape in creative, and I think the only thing is the blocks might be a little bad. I don't know. I also had to redo some of it when I built it in the world here because it didn't look quite right. But I think I'm pretty okay with what I ended up with here. And in here I have a weighted ejector, I believe they're called. Weighted ejector from Create. And so this thing, one of the goals I had with this build, and something I wanted to do for one of my early builds here, is I wanted to add motion to the build, if that makes sense. And so Create adds this thing which can launch players and items. And so yeah, how do you get up to the goblet? You stand on that thing, launches you all the way up. And up here is where the magic happens. And then to get down, I made this little area over here, which takes you just right to some water. You may notice my levels are kind of lower than when the episode started. I definitely maybe did not fall and slightly change my course, and I like 2 times doing that, but oh well. You gotta, if you're gonna make a build this high, there's risks involved. Anyway, so up here we got the enchantment setup. Pretty basic. Enchanting table, anvil, grindstone, and then over here I made use of the limited barrels, so I can just grab some lapis out of there like that. I moved a little bit from the base. Some unenchanted books that I can grab at any time. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these barrels. I just fit them in here for like aesthetic purposes. And then in here we got our books. I don't know if I showed this on camera yet, but I found a Fortune 3 book just lucky in a chest, I think in a dungeon while mining, so that's pretty good. We can get a Fortune 3 pick pretty early on. And then this is unfinished, and this may become something in the future. I'm not too sure yet if I'm actually going to end up using this, but this is a tank from Create, and these store liquids. And something interesting is that there is liquid. Oh, can I even find it in the creative menu? Basically, through Create, oh, here it is. You can have liquid experience. And so basically the idea here is you can use a thing called a disenchanter, I believe. A disenchanter, and when you stand on this thing, it'll take your levels and you can pump it in here and store experience here, and then you can bottle it up and make bottles of experience. And so maybe somewhere down the line I'll add a little thing here, and so I can store some excess levels if I have them, turn them into bottles of experience. That's what this is for. I thought I would store them in here. So yeah, that's the enchantment setup. Pretty neat. Might I also add that the view from up here in the goblet is pretty cool. You can stare down on our workshop way down there. You can get a good look at the terrain around here. It's pretty cool. I like this area over here quite a lot. I actually had an idea from standing up here that maybe I want to add something decorative, like right there, like a big statue or a sword in the ground or something like that, just to make this view pretty cool. In fact, you know what? I'll give you a little view of this with shaders on. Pretty cool, right? I don't know. I like this view a lot. I'll show you around. Sorry about the frame rate. My PC isn't exactly the greatest thing ever. But it gets the job done. It's just a little choppy, but yeah, for sure. Definitely looks pretty good. I like this view quite a lot. And this view in particular, very good. Alrighty then. So I got the enchantment set up. but there's one more thing you need, and that's to actually get some levels, right? So I don't currently have a spawner set up or anything like that, but there is an option in Create that's pretty cool. You can actually move mob spawners with the Create mod. So I'm going to do that. We're going to make a cool little setup here. There's definitely going to be a build montage upcoming here. But first, I actually want to do something else. I really need a deployer finally, because it's necessary for the farm I want to make using the spawner. And so I was showing this a little bit. But with the deployer, you need a brass hand, which requires brass sheets, which requires brass ingots. And how do you get this? You mix it, but you need a heated mixer, and that requires a blaze burner. So we're going to have to get ourselves a blaze burner. And the way you get that is kind of interesting. You'll see it in the ponder here, which if you don't know about ponders, just hold W on a lot of create items, and it will do this for you. I don't know if it actually shows you how to get a blaze burner in here. Huh. Maybe I have to look at the empty one. Hold on. Blaze burner. Ponder. Okay. Yeah, this will show it. Basically, you gotta just go find a blaze and right click it. So there's a fortress not too far from where another spawn is. So time to get going, I guess. All right, I ended up crafting 5 blaze burners because I figure I'll probably need some. Here we can enter the nether portal. On the blaze spawner and a little friend over there, probably gonna have to take him out. And not to dinner. All right, hopefully this goes according to plan. I should be able to just walk up. Yep, just like that. And now I just gotta right click on them and I just wait for the next wave to come through. Might as well eat. I ended up going to a different blaze spawner. There's 2 like right next to each other. It's kind of nice here. We only got 1. Come on, one more. Come on, give me a quick one. Last time you took forever to spawn. Oh god, oh shoot. Oh god, okay, all right. I won't mess with it. Wait, I will. Try my luck at a wither skeleton skull? Come on. Nope. All right, we get out of here. All right, so I got the blaze burner all installed in our workshop here. You can see it down there. I added, this is now a copycat trapdoor, so I can flip that open, get access to him. He works on any flammable source, so I believe coal should be good. I can give him a bit of that. Yep, it starts heating up. So then the recipe for brass is a copper and a zinc. I believe, what is it? It's 1 of each, gives you 2 brass ingots. So I'm gonna make 8 brass ingots because I need 2 deployers. Throw that in there. We should be getting some brass. There it is. And then I need those to turn into brass sheets. I didn't even notice this when I was looking earlier, but the recipe for the deployer actually has this electron tube, which needs polished rose quartz. So this is something that's a little bit more complicated than I guess your average recipe. So I guess I'll show a little bit of how that works because I've done this once before. You need some sandpaper, which is literally just sand and paper. You go like that. I believe then you take rose quartz, which is made from quartz, and what is that, 8 redstone? Let's make, what, 3? So I'll just grab the whole stack. And go like this, get some rose quartz. And with the sandpaper, I believe you put it in your offhand and then you right click. Yeah. And so that'll sand it down into the polished rose quartz, which then we can make the electron tube and make the deployer from that. Unfinished workshop no longer. I can put the deployer down the right way. That is not how I want it to go. Oh, don't tell me. It uses, wait. I thought his rotation was on the same side as the, hold on. No. Flip around. No, the hand is supposed to, how are you supposed to place this thing? Okay, there we go. Now we got the deployer going. Now, before I get going on making the spawner here, I got one more thing to show you. I just want to show you this create mechanic that allows me to move the spawner, and it's through the use of contraptions. So it all starts here at this thing here called a cart assembler. It's a pretty cheap recipe, and here's what you can do with it. I'll show you in the workshop here. Place a couple of rails down, and you put a cart assembler right on top of the rails, and it'll go form around it like that. And I'm now realizing that I should get a minecart. Bear with me here, bear with me here. There we go. All right. So contraptions take place on top of minecarts. I believe maybe it's a little more technical than that. I don't know, but this is my understanding of it. Basically, you see how this is like a sticky piston here? It'll pick up whatever's on here and attach to this block. So you can grab the minecart, and it also needs to be powered to make this happen. So if I threw the minecart through, nothing happens. But if I power it, throw the minecart through, boom, it picks up the birch block. And then I believe if it's powered and you run it back through, it'll form back into regular blocks. Or maybe it's the opposite. I gotta unpower it then. Oh yeah, there we go. So unpowered, and then it'll turn the contraption off, and then you can just collect your minecart. So using this, I can put one of these down right underneath a spawner, turn it on, and it'll turn into a contraption for me. So what kind of spawner am I gonna make? Well, you can see what's behind me. I think you know what's next. We were just there. I need a blaze spawner. Well, this is going to be a bit of a dangerous mission. I'm definitely worried for my life here, but it's going to be worth it. Get that sweet, sweet blaze spawner, and I'm just going to run away from that guy. Which probably, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. Where's my shield? Oh, where's my shield? I don't have it with me. No turning back. No turning back. We're going to get this blaze spawner. I need this blaze spawner right now. All right, this is going to be a quick get in, get out. So I'm gonna need to get over here. Gonna need to mine under it just a little bit. Put down. All right. Round one. I hear one behind me. Oh my god. Why did it have to spawn right there? Oh, and you're outside of the range. Okay. Just give me a couple of these. Oh my. This is nerve-wracking. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me just sit back and heal for a second. Are there more? Did it spawn more? No. Okay, just need to place down the card assembler. Power it. Oh god. Oh my god. This is tough. This is real tough. Oh, why don't I have my shield? Okay. They don't call me Merms Minecraft for nothing. Is it powered on? I can't even tell. Is it powered on? Okay, there's a guy right here. Okay, he's dead. I don't know if it's powered on. I think it is. Yes, it is. And now we can just... I put it on the wrong block. You idiot. You idiot. You idiot. You idiot. You idiot. Oh my god. Okay. This is the battle of the century, honestly. This is... Oh. Okay. Okay. Down. It's powered. We push. Okay. Spawner is in. Okay, and then with contraptions, you can pick them up with a wrench. I believe you just gotta shift click them. So now I just gotta go in, shift click that guy. And boom, I got my cart contraption. All right, that's it, that's it. We get out, make the exit. It was honestly more fun to do that without a shield. It was it's a little intense. Nice. Alright, and with our minecart contraption carrying the blaze spawner, all that's really left to do is actually build the thing. So, gotta find a nice spot for it, and well, I guess here goes another build montage. right, I stopped a little bit early on the time-lapse thing that I was doing, because I think I'm gonna show a little bit about how I'm gonna set this up. I was thinking about just doing it all, and then showing you after, but I'm gonna do it a little more involved than that, I guess. And look, my iron helmet broke. Things are starting to wear down. Look, my boots are on like 1, so yeah, it's about time to get this enchanted diamond stuff going. So let's get working on it, huh? So this is what I got. Building's decent. I think there's still some work to be done. Maybe I'll pretty it up a little bit more as I go along here, but I'll show you a bit about what I got set up. And I'll go into free cam here. So basically, this is where the blazes are going to get killed, and this thing is going to do it, and I'll show you a little bit about how that's going to work. And then up above here on the second tier where this glass is, this is where the spawner is going to go, right in the middle of here. And you can see here I got, oh wait, this one's, are they like visually bugged out? Because some of them look like they're not moving. I think that's just a visual bug though. They should be moving, right? Like this, these should be moving too. Okay, maybe it's something because I'm using free cam. Anyways, so blaze spawner is gonna go right here, and we got the power coming from up above. So even in the roof area here is where I got some water wheels going, some gear ratios to speed them up. And yeah, and they go down here to these conveyor belts that'll put the blazes right down here, and they should get killed by this thing. So what's left to set up? I gotta get some rotational power over to this guy, and I gotta figure out what to do with the items. And on top of that, there is one other thing, because if I keep this thing going and running all the time, that'll get kind of annoying. So I want an on-off switch, and I have a pretty interesting solution for how I'm gonna do that too. All right, so something I really didn't show off very much previously that I used up here were these conveyor belts. So they're 6-stride kelp, and you have to put shafts down, which I just used. So if you put shafts like this, you can connect them like that, and that'll create a conveyor belt. And then you need to rotate this, and the direction of the rotation will affect which way the conveyor belt goes. So I need a conveyor belt here. And so blazes in this are going to have 2 drops. They're going to have blaze rods, and they're also going to have these things, nugget of experience. So we need 2 barrels here, and then we can use a controller to make it work. So I think what I want to do is have like a 2-block conveyor belt here, which we will power in a second, which will then go, so the conveyor belt's going to be on this level, which means the items are on this level. You have to put it one below. So I'm going to put the storage controller here, and then I think I'm just going to put 2 barrels like that, and that'll be our item collection. Now, I think just for aesthetic purposes, I think this would look a little nicer. Yep. Okay. So I got to do this. All right. Now I got to figure out how to power this. So I do have, can I just bring it up from right there? I'm going to need another gearbox if I'm going to do that. It's also going the wrong direction for what I want. Okay, let me figure this out. All right, I came up with a pretty janky solution. I may have to change this in the future here because it looks kind of ugly. We just got a gear sticking out of the floor there, and then one connecting here, but this is working. I don't know why my conveyor belts aren't like visually, there's like a visual bug with them that they're not working, but I can confirm it works because when I step on it, I move. So this is working. And now I need to attach funnels. So there are 2 different types of funnels here. There's andesite funnels and brass funnels, and the brass ones have a bit of an extra feature. And by the way, funnels, you can attach them like this, and they'll take items out. You can see that took the sword, which is actually why I need to, okay, give me that. It's actually why I need to use a brass funnel on this side, and I can use an andesite funnel on this side, and that's because brass funnels, you see this little slot here, you can use a filter. So I'm going to need to filter out the swords, which is what's going to cause this thing, which I haven't even explained this yet. So this thing the deployer, you can put it into a mode where it'll use an item and you can choose whether it right clicks or left clicks. And so this thing, I can just like throw a sword on there and it'll hit the blazes. And this actually acts, I believe it acts like a player, which is why these nuggets of experience drop or something along those lines. But either way, the nuggets of experience drops, which does mean this can be an AFK XP farm. But the one thing I need to do is I need to put a funnel on top, and then I'm going to need to put I didn't bring it with me, but I need to put a barrel up there, and we're going to store a bunch of swords in there basically, which eventually this can be solved. But this is a for now solution, is putting a bunch of swords in there and just having them replenish and hit the blazes. The items will come out here, and it should just be blaze rods and nuggets of experience. All right, so I got what I need here. First of all, I got the barrel that I can put up there, and I think, oh wait, is it a funnel I want, or no, it's a chute. Chute, I need a chute. Okay, let's go make that real quick. Okay, so a chute is just gonna take it right from the barrel down into there. And I'm going to use iron swords, so let's just fill my inventory with iron swords. And so I'm gonna steal the stone one I put in there for now. And I want to set the filter first. So this is a list filter. This just filters by items. So we have deny list and respect data. So I think it's flipped on approve. So I actually want it to deny here. We don't want iron swords to go through. Check. And now we can put a brass funnel on here. Throw that filter on. And what should happen, right, is that sword is on there. And now if I were to take this filter off, just as an example, the sword goes right through. So good, that works as we want it to. Let me throw the other, can I not? There we go. So I got 7 iron swords in there. And then, because this is already filtered and there's only 2 drops coming in, we can just throw this on the other end. And that will, I believe, collect all of our items for us. All right, so the next thing I want to work on is I want to make an on-off switch for the blaze spawner. And to do that, the only way I could really figure it out was to spread lava everywhere. But I do have an interesting solution for how we're going to do that. Blazes are a little complicated because they don't have the same light level rules that other mobs do, so it makes it a little confusing to do like on-off switches like this. But this is what I figured out. So we're gonna use 6 dispensers with 6 lava buckets, and I can show you the reason for that if I just go into free cam over here. Basically these guys, which have the shafts, if I were to place a dispenser at each of the middle parts of each side of this, then that would spread it out perfectly. But because I need to have these shafts coming down, I actually need to put on this side and this side, I need to put 2 dispensers on each side to cover this area fully so the blazes don't spawn. So that's why I need 6 dispensers, which also means I need 6 buckets of lava, which is that much iron. There we go. And I need to go fill those up with lava. I'll go find a lava pool. But now, how am I going to do the dispensers and the redstone? Well, the create mod actually adds these things, redstone links, which are, as you might imagine, wireless redstone. So I'm going to need 7 of them because I need 1 for each dispenser and I need 1 to power them. So I need to do 4 times this recipe. I need 4 redstone torches and 4 brass casings, which those I believe are done just like the andesite casings, where you put wood down, strip it, and it should be able to, yep, just throw brass on there. We have our 4 brass casings. Do this, and I got 8 redstone links now. So redstone links, I'll do a little demonstration here. I have a redstone lamp on me and a lever. So let's put the redstone lamp over here. You can put the lever like over here, right? And we'll put this next to it. That should work. Yeah. Okay, so you see these 2 little slots here. There's actually a like code system that it uses here. And the one I want to use that I decided on was a blaze rod and a blaze powder, just to be like, this is the blaze spawner code, right? And so I don't know what happens actually. If I just put this here, does it? No, I think you need to have a code. So it's just 2 items that kind of set it. And now if I put this and this here, Actually, there's one other thing to this. Doesn't I have to like do this, right? And that makes it a, this gives the signal now, and this receives the signal, I believe, or is it the opposite? There we go. Okay, yeah. So now we got wireless redstone, and that's basically what I'm going to set up over there, with a button to deploy all the dispensers with the lava, and that will make it so the blazes can't spawn. Oh my god, I literally I hit record and then immediately the creeper came out. I was just trying to install the redstone links. What the, where did it even come from? It's broad daylight. Oh my, okay, all right. Where was I? Lava, redstone link. And then I gotta put in the codes and make sure to flip them to receive. Okay, so what I should be able to do now with those installed, I'm just going to put a redstone lamp thing here with a button. On the back, we will have our signal send it with a blaze and a powder like that. And what should happen now is that I hit this. Sounds good. And up here, yep, all the lava's flowing, and this should cover the entire area up here. Now, why? That one's not spreading. What? That is a lava source there. Why isn't it spreading? It's so weird. In my creative world, it didn't do that. Okay, so that retracts all the lava. And it makes no sense. There's no reason that this one should be spreading normally and that one isn't. And it's doing it again. What the? Huh? That's so weird. I hope that it still works. I don't know if any nerds know why that's going on. I don't know, any Create Mod or Minecraft nerds potentially watching. If you have a explanation for that, let me know. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep building and hopefully it works. All right, so we got everything done here. We got an on-off switch going. We got our item sorter going. The last thing to do, of course, is to install the actual spawner that we stored earlier in this contraption. So I'm gonna need those. I think I need a rail to place it on, right? And a lever. Okay, this is gonna be a lot of fun. Okay. So, and I want it, so it needs to be in the middle on the top. Let me break in like over here. Okay. So I think, so that's the middle. Put down cart contraption. Oh, but that's gonna, I want that, that's gonna put it too high. I think I need to break this conveyor. Please don't. Oh God. All right, now I need to go back down. This is so much fun already. I need to grab that. Okay, so I think I just need to put it down below and then quickly put that belt back in and get out. I think is the plan. So we're here. We do power. It's on. Boom. Click. Done. Oh God, they spawned already. Put that in. Jump. Cover. That's where I want it. They're going down. They're getting hit. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking like what I want. And now did any of my... Boom, man, we got nuggets of experience and we got blaze rods. Nice, 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 nice. I did drop a couple items, but that is just fine. And just for the sake of testing, Let's turn our off switch on. And so he is going to stay there. Now, they shouldn't be able to spawn, but I'm afraid that here they might be able to. So I'm just going to watch it for a second and see what happens. All right, seems like it does work after all, so that's completely fine. And everything's working as it should. We got 25 nuggets of experience. So I just want to see very quickly how much experience that'll give me. So 25, at level 20 right now. Gave me about 2 levels, okay. All right, so that's fine. I'm just gonna need to AFK for quite a while. Oh, of course, there's monsters nearby. The other thing I realized that I wasn't quite thinking of when I built this was that as an open, area, an open platform here, I can't really AFK safely. So I may need to, I don't know, like put a trapdoor in here with a little AFK room or something that I can use, and that should be okay. So. Yep, but it all is working as it should. Now it does seem a little slow, and I have noticed this issue, which this guy is showing exactly what it is, which is that it's too short. And so when they're on this conveyor belt, they don't get pushed. They get pushed right into the spawner and can't move. So I don't know exactly if I could fix that. I could, of course, put the effort in of raising the whole building up 1 block, but that would be really, really annoying, and I just don't want to. So there is that. But overall, I'm pretty happy with what's going on here. We're gonna get enough experience, and are they gonna clash here? I don't know. Making mob spawners is so annoying, and I kind of did this off the top of my head, so but I think it's pretty good. All right, and there we go. I made it's literally just a little oak wood room that I can sit here and AFK in, so I can get my experience. And yeah, so that's it for the blaze spawner, and that's also going to be it for today's episode of Merms Minecraft. Thanks for watching. It was a pretty good one. Today's comment of the day is brought to you by no one, because none of you freaking commented, which is fine. I'm not bitter about it. It's okay. I understand that I'm a small time YouTuber, whatever, right? But I will say, as an appeasement for no comment, please comment, by the way. I feature a comment in every episode. I have been away for quite a while, and I'm sure that if you're an actual Merms Minecraft fan, you've probably noticed that, and there are 2 reasons for that. First of all, real life. I started a new job and I moved, so that was a pretty big deal. Took up a lot of time, a lot of energy, so haven't had the want to play Minecraft as much. And second of all, and a little more on the funny side, recently a video game by the name of Metaphor Refantasio has come out, and as a little aside, my favorite video game series of all time is Shin Megami Tensei, which is developed by the same company, and they are very, very similar games. I've been looking forward to that game for quite a long time, so I've been playing that also in times where I would maybe be playing Minecraft. And in the end, I just do this for my own fun anyways, so there may be very long gaps between episodes if I'm simply just not feeling like playing Minecraft. So that's all. Just wanted to give that update. Minecraft is not dead after 2 episodes again. I'm still here. I'm still cooking. There will be a next one, and you'll see me in full fancy shiny diamond armor from our little blaze farm here. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.